Welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Just a slightly different angle today. I hope you're okay with this. Hope it doesn't freak you out too much. Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Today we're going to talk about one of, I would say, the top 10 crystals in the world right now. And personally speaking, apart from the trio, which is Moldavite, Tektite and Herkimer Diamond pendant, I think this is probably the next most powerful pendant to wear right now. In fact, it's bordering on the best at this moment, and I'll explain why. Well, first of all, I want to just say to you that if you just think about this on a general level, how do you feel the world is at the moment? Do you feel it's uplifted? Is it happy? Is it joyful? Do you feel that people around you are filled with love? Do you think car drivers are relaxed? And do you feel that where you go into like huge places like cinemas and I don't know, all the big malls all over the world, do you feel at peace? Do you feel everybody feels at peace? My understanding right now is that there's a frequency which is so high, but it's in a dense manner, and that frequency is stress, sadness, bitterness, anger. I see a lot of people who are on social media basically ripping into people because their thoughts, opinions and judgments differ from somebody else. So there's an ongoing attack against everybody because people are not happy in themselves. So the reason why I say all of this is because I believe this crystal is the most powerful crystal for now. I made this prediction a while ago and I said 2023 is going to be the crystal of absorbing negative energy. And of course now the sound starts and it hasn't made it, they haven't worked for almost 3 hours. But as soon as I make the video, they start cutting and making noise to distract my beautiful conversation, which is filled with truth. Well, my understanding of truth anyway, as a healer who's worked with crystals. So, wow, okay, incredible. You can't hear it, but I can. Let's work through this because obviously there's some kind of darkness stopping us. Okay, so I'm going to show you a collection, two collections actually, one on the my left and one on the right. So I'll hold it up there. So you probably already guessed, the crystal, the only crystal that absorbs negative energy. And because I don't think you can see them there. So on this side are all the pendants that were sent to Bali and mounted in beautiful mountains. The Tektite itself is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful Tektite. These are from Vietnam. And then on the other side are the beautiful hand balls, I call them. So great to work with. And then smaller ones for your children. Or if you want to work with them yourself, that's fine. But nice size. Then we've got a few flats, which are like this. Beautiful flats. So you can work third eye, turn your head to the temples and stomach. So they are phenomenal. I have some on my website which are very rare specimens, and they're called, well, there's 2 or 3 different types. There's the teardrop, which looks like a teardrop, which, yeah, I really haven't got a teardrop here so much. Kind of a teardrop, kind of a teardrop. Okay, but then we've got the slightly bigger versions, and then we have the swallow neck, which is beautiful. Swallow neck is looks like a swan almost, swan neck. Beautiful, really nice. So size-wise, we've got some of these, which are just as equally as powerful as a big chunk like this. But some people like the bigger pieces to work with them. It makes them feel better. So I've got a piece around my neck now, I think. Yeah, I've got a piece around my neck. I put it on this morning. So there you go. Here's a Tektite. This is mine. So where does it go? Here's my belly button. So it's not far off my belly button. So it's fairly low down. So it's not up here, low down, because I'm trying to heal from the stress and all of the nonsense that's happening around us on AI technology and all the nastiness that's projected to us every day. That happens every day. Nobody is exempt to it. It's always there. So this is why I believe Tektite is the crystal for this year. So going back to what I was saying, we can clearly see that there is a frequency around us and around people that is not the most positive. And if you do come across somebody positive, that's a refreshing moment in your life, right? You feel good, it makes you feel good. But predominantly around strangers and walking around, it's a negative, heavy energy. So I've made many videos about tektites, many videos. So you can go on this channel and search, just type tektite and just look at all the videos and listen to everything that I say about tektite, which gives you a reason to purchase one day when you can afford. Go and get one from your local store or wherever you feel you want to get one from, but get a piece of tektite as long as it's genuine. There's a lot of fake tektites around at the moment. Here's one piece of fake tektite up against a tektite. So actually not that bad really, is it? For fake, it's pretty good. But yeah, that's a fake tektite. So be warned, there's plenty of fake tektites. Plenty on social media, on Etsy, eBay, and lots of other sites where you can quickly and very easily create a website and then shut it down again on any of these sites. Okay, so always go to your local crystal store, number one, because they've got like they haven't opened a crystal store just to make money. They opened it because they love crystals. I've never heard of one person who's opened a crystal store to make money. They do it because they love crystals, right? Secondly, when you've got a store, you've got a reputation to keep up. So if you buy something that's fake, it's going to get around. So crystal healers, crystal shop owners buy crystals because they love them. They don't want fake. So that's why you're always safe, or 9 times out of 10 you are. Very rare that I've ever heard somebody buy it fake from a crystal store, because it's like losing your reputation. Now, people do make mistakes and we trust people, and these things do happen to me. So you know, you've got to be sharp. You've got to be aware of where you're buying from. So people who have been in business like me for over 2 decades, you know you're going to be safe, right? But when somebody's new and you see lots of messages on there saying, oh, I bought this and bought it, it was fantastic, like they're only new, just be aware. Just be clever. You're better buying from, if it's Etsy, eBay and all of them, make sure you look and see how long they've been going, okay? That's normally a great indication, okay? So let's get back to this beautiful crystal. I've never heard in the time that I've been a healer that anybody has ever said that tektite is a crystal that absorbs negative energy. Never heard that anywhere at all. So the reason why I say this is because when I first started doing my healing sessions, I noticed on 2 or 3 occasions, one particular occasion when I found it was so that the energy was so visible to me. Some days it's visible, really visible, and some days not so visible, depending on how I'm feeling and how my energy is and how strong my eyes are and everything else. So I'm watching this client, and it was like I laid the tektite on this client, and I could see it being absorbed, and it wasn't in the stomach. I think it was more on the heart energy. And I'm watching all this being, I'm watching it, and I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm trying to understand what's going on. So I went over and I picked the piece, which was probably like this, and I put it on the stomach. And what I saw was the energy, what was being, we call it residue after a healing session. You can see the residue sometimes. It was moving towards the tektite. So I moved the tektite away, thinking, why is the energy going from the heart into the stomach? And then I moved it away, went away, and it wasn't going to the stomach anymore. So I put it back on the stomach. It's not going in, it's going into the tektite. It's going inside. I'm like, oh my God, does anybody know this? So like, I started telling everybody. I was doing circle nights, and I was buying tektite everywhere years ago, and I was gifting it to people. And then I was saying to the healers all over the coast and all over the world, try this tektite. I was sharing it, shamans and all that, and they were all saying, it's true, it's working. But I also was sharing it with people who weren't doing the work, who were working as, let's say, really high in stress jobs. And I was saying, put it down on the stomach. If you're getting grief off people at work, they're saying bad things about you, because it normally attaches to your back and it goes into the stomach. And then people were having trouble with like a load of heavy work. I said, well, wear it higher up, because it normally attaches to the shoulders. Or, oh my God, I've got grief from somebody passing away, an animal. Wear it on your heart, and so on. People were coming back to me saying, this was my favourite. I gave it to my husband, and he's never taken it off. He doesn't take it off. That is so common. And true to form, I've had a Tektite on me, whether it's a trio or whether it's originally like a Tektite, or sometimes I'll do a Tektite with Moldavite, and so on. But it's always a Tektite with me. So there's always a Tektite around. So over the years, I had maybe 4 suppliers of Tektites from different parts of the globe where they come from, most of all. My favourite really is around that area. So yeah, like Cambodia, all around there, Vietnam, all around there. There's some really nice pieces. Now you can get some really dark pieces and some really light, mucky pieces that are just okay. They still work exactly the same. I just have, I don't know, maybe somebody says, oh, you're a Libra, you're a bit of a perfectionist. Well, I do like them looking like this, but I do have some which are a little bit muckier, but they still work well. So it doesn't have to be pleasing on the eye, but it is for me. I just like it. I just like that, yeah. And when you look, and when they get a little bit chipped, you can see the glass, okay? Because that's what Tektite is. It's a meteorite. It's glass. The combination of the meteorite and the heat, and it creates this beautiful Tektite. So, yeah, and it's the only one that absorbs. I remember I tried different Tektites from all over the world. In fact, not so long ago, I bought a big piece of Libyan desert, and that's not an absorber. It's completely different energy. So it's the only one that I knew that works for absorbing. So wearing the Tektite lower down is my favorite place. If you've got a place where you feel you need it more, because I had like singers, people who were talkers, like teachers, they used to wear it higher up, because I'd say, well, why don't you wear it higher up so it clears the throat? And that worked as well. So basically, wherever you put it, if you've got an issue there, put it where the issue is, because you'll find it absorbs there. But Tektite will still absorb it from high to low. So it will pull it in. So like I said, on my clients, when I'm watching them, if I put the Tektite on the stomach and there's an issue of residue on their like throat or their heart, you can see the energy moving slowly and then back down into the Tektite. It's fabulous and it's fascinating, and it's like, to me it was like, this is like so amazing. So if you all know me, you know that if you've ever met me here, if I've ever come to your country and given talks, you've always seen me. I've got Tektite, always, as well as Moldavite, of course, but that's a different frequency, that we're working on a different energy there. So why do I believe that Tektite is the most powerful crystal right now? Because I believe right now we're attacked on many levels, whether that's spiritually speaking, whether that's humanity changing their frequency. Yeah, just as I'm talking about to mention that. And everything else that we're going through that people have done that they wish they hadn't have done. All the foods that are non-foods. I could go on and on and on, but everything that's happening on a scale, a monumental scale of the darkness trying to cause chaos to you. A Tektite brings back balance, because anything that's happening to you, which then starts to cause a physical or a spiritual energy that is not our frequency, that it does not vibrate at our chi prana, that we can create or the outside creates and causes us. So we walk then with an energy which is filled with negativity, it's filled with dirty energy, it's filled with all sorts of bad stuff. Tektite absorbs that always. Great to work with on meditation. Hold the two balls in your hand, meditate, cleanse, clear. You just need to sit there and allow, just like you would put rice in your hand, just sit there and you will feel the energy of negativity start to move in the body, in the brain, wherever that negative energy is, and you'll feel it moving in through the shoulders, through the elbows, right down to the wrists and into the hands, exactly where you put them. So if you're lying down and you decide to put one piece on your belly button and one on your heart, you will feel the energy being pulled in through the belly button into this and through the heart and into here. And also around you, you'll find that the frequency around you and all that dirty energy around you will then go straight into the tektite. Many questions are asked about cleansing tektite. I believe it's a self-cleanser. You don't need to worry about it. I've never cleansed any of my tektites, and they always do an amazing job. They never run dry. They never are exhausted. They just are a natural absorber of negative energy. So this is the reason why I say to you with confidence, through 20 years experience of working with this crystal, you will not go wrong if you make a purchase of tektite. Keep it with you in your pocket, wear it around your neck, work with it before you go to sleep. Put it on here as you're lying down, on here as you're lying down. You'll feel comfort, you'll sleep better, you will feel inner peace. It is a natural absorber of negative energy. There's nothing that can touch this crystal at all when it comes to absorbing dirty energy. This is the crystal of crystals. And that's why I often make videos on this particular crystal more than probably Moldavite. Why? Because it is, and it always has been, and it's never, ever let me down. And that's it. I'll put one link below, and that link will be to go through and have a look. Just have a look on my website. Just enjoy. Scroll through and look at all the tektites on there, whether it's hand tektites, different shapes of tektites, some really rare specimens, some very small pieces which are great for kids. I have some beautiful special, in fact, I'll put some more special offers up now of the little small tektites which are great for children. You don't even just put them on and let them enjoy the tektite, and the tektite will always cleanse them and help them through their day and their journey. And it's a beautiful thing to do. Also, as well, the petite tektites, put them on your doggy or your cat, because that, again, fantastic for cleansing animals as well, especially if they're going through stress or pain or suffering. You'll see that it helps them, because honestly, it absorbs all negative energy from everything. So place them around your room. The bigger pieces, put them in your room, put them next to your computer, put them next to your bed. I drink watered tektite, so I'll put them in water, leave them there, and I'll drink that water like you would do shungai and other crystals, and so on. So I use these a lot with my oils, preferably cleansing oil. I like to use them with cleansing oil. For some reason, I like to rub Palo Santo oil onto these and then use them. So that would be cleansing oil or sacred oil. That they're the two oils that I sell, which I would use hand in hand with this. So I would rub it on my stomach. If it's cleansing oil, rub on my stomach, on my back, and then put the tektite on, and then rub some oil on the tektite, and then just work with it. Yeah, there's so many things, but I think that's enough. 20-minute video is enough, or else you get bored. So there you go. Welcome. If you've never heard of tektite, get yourself out to your local crystal store and support them, and go onto my website, have a look at my collection. It's massive. And I also have 2 bags there of cherry-picked of the most beautiful Tektites in the world, which I'll be uploading in the next month. So keep coming back, keep looking. If there's nothing there that you find, one day you'll just say, oh, that's the one that I want. Because Tektite, like everything else, you'll feel the right one for you. Because sometimes frequencies just shift a little bit with Tektite. So sometimes you'll think, oh, not that one, that one. So go with the feeling, go with your feeling, go with the gut feeling what pulls you to, because the crystal always chooses you. So it's not much, it's just, but you know what? Just go with it. Feel it and go with it. All right, guys, that's it. I'm wishing you all a lovely day. Thank you for understanding why there's no comments. At least we're not causing anybody any harm. People aren't losing money to fraudsters, cheats, and parasites. And let's just keep it going till however long it needs to be. But I know you want to speak about this and talk about these things. But you know what, for me right now, it's probably far better off keeping it like this, because there's no headaches and nobody calling me saying, are you sending me messages? Is it you? No, it's not me. I don't send messages, so it's not me. It's all the fake accounts. So if you get anybody contacting you, it's not me, okay? It's a fake account, and it's rife at the moment. It's just rife with fake accounts. It's horrible. But anyway, I don't want to spoil it. I want to leave it on a good note. Welcome to Tektite. Welcome to my world of Tektite, and it will not let you down, and you will feel much better through the days and weeks when you wear it. I'm telling you, you sometimes you can't do without it. It's so beautiful. And right, likewise, so it should be. If it's working, then keep it on. Brilliant. See you later. Thank you. Thank you for supporting markbajerski.com. I'll see you over there.